Oh, here we go. Oh no.
Can you see?
Come over here, guys.
Yes, well, Merry Christmas to you all. I'm from Maldive. That isn't a very big town. In fact, the main street runs right through the car wash. And there's only one business there. It's a nursing home. And they kept calling my wife and saying if she didn't want to have a tour of the place. She said, I'm not ready for that. They said, well, did you get her brochure? She said, I'm not wearing one anymore. She said, and it really improved things because all the wrinkles went out of my face.
We're not going to be able to hold this still.
You know, when you get older, why things are a little different. Hi diddle diddle, I'm watching my middle, but I'm hoping to whittle it soon. But eating's such fun, I won't get much done till my fork runs away with my spoon. And my hearing aid works just dandy. My teeth, they fit just fine. My bifocals come in handy, but I sure do miss my mind. You probably think I had my hair dyed. It dyed all by itself. I heard at the drugstore the other day that the senior citizens are the biggest carriers of AIDS. Hearing aids, vision aids, Band-Aids, Medicaid, government aid. So all those things. I went into a bathroom, and I'm usually not very talkative to strangers in the bathroom. I know you women always say, do you want to go with me to the bathroom? Well, now, if I said that to the pastor, do you want to go with me to the bathroom?
Maybe not.
Wouldn't go over well.
Wouldn't go over well. And I know what they're doing in there. They're singing that Christmas carol, who is that in yonder stall? But I went into the bathroom and this guy said, hi, how you doing? I said, oh, fine. Did you travel far today? Then we each went into a stall. I said, yeah, I traveled about 400 kilometers. Then he said, are you here on business? I said, yeah, I'm here on business. You gonna work the area tomorrow? Yeah, I'm gonna work the area tomorrow. And then that other guy said, I'm gonna hang up and call you back. The old guy in the next stall keeps answering all my questions. I guess he was on the cell phone. But, you know, he kind of embarrassed me to say, that old guy, you know, I don't like to think of myself as older, but you know you're getting older when half of you doesn't work and the other half hurts. And I was talking about my hearing aid. Well, the other day I went to the doctor and said, I can't hear out of that right ear. And he said, how come? And he looked in there with his little, you know, they have these little flashlights. He looked in there and he said, well, no wonder you got a suppository in there. I said, oh, that's where I put my hearing aid.
Oh, dear.
I thought there'd been a little buzz. The doctor doesn't even tell me to slow down anymore. You know, I'm too slow already. And I have no trouble with the traffic because people just get out of my way. My secrets are safe with my friends. They can't even remember who I am. I often feel like the night after and I haven't been anywhere. And getting lucky means I found my car in the mall parking lot. And all having an all-nighter mean I didn't have to get up to pee. And getting a piece of the action means my prune juice worked. The other morning I thought I thought for sure that my water bed had sprung a leak. Then I remembered I didn't have one. Well, depends.
Yes.
Oh, depends.
But I just put a button in my ear now because it, and put a string in my pocket. Doesn't help my hearing, but people shout at me all the time. I had a pacemaker put in, and it's keeping my heart at a good rate, but the only side effect is every time a pretty girl goes by, a garage door goes up. I think I was not from Switzerland, it was from Sears. And and I went traveling with my good wife, and it's not geared for seniors. You get to the place and they don't call it the station anymore, they call it the terminal. That's not a good word for seniors. And then you get up in the airplane and there's 350 people in 4 bathrooms. And they call it a holding pattern. And they keep playing music over the air. Oh, the deep, deep, dark sea. All over the trip. And my ears hurt so bad there on the trip, by golly. So I asked the stewardess, do you have something for my ears? And she gave me some gum. Well, it took me 2 weeks to get that gum out. And then he said, we're making our final approach. Well, I was so nervous, I read the barf bag 8 times and threw up in the flight magazine. But we were in a real nice fancy hotel. I knew it was fancy because we had trouble getting the towels in our suitcase. One lady told me when I was a preacher that I reminded her of the baby Moses. I said, thanks. She said, yeah, every time you open your mouth, the bull rushes. Well, you're getting older when you have breakfast at the medicine cabinet. Well, I really came here because I knew I was in the home of an artist and I wanted to show my art. And these are over 50 years old, but don't go just down to Hallmark or Carlton. Make your own Christmas cards. People will remember them. You might not think much of them, but they'll remember them. See, these are 50 years old. This is my wife Maud. This is where she hangs her Christmas stocking. And she wants a double dip. But she hopes Santa doesn't come while she's in the bathtub. She didn't like it when I told her, nothing's too good for you, and that's what I got you. These are getting kind of delicate. If you can't see, you're fortunate. This is the North Pole, and this is the night after Christmas, or the original beatnik. And he's got one of those Peasterpodic beds. He'll wake up when he gets in the springs. This is Santa made a mistake, and he went over to the Baptist church and fell into the baptistry. Called rump roast. This is I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe.
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 One guy said, I didn't laugh at your stuff because I don't like you. I'll laugh when I get home. You know, I always felt sorry for Rudolph. They used to laugh and call him names, you know, Rosie Dozy, and you're a Pinky Dinky, and you're a red deer, and ho ho ho. So I thought I'd make a good picture of Rudy just to honor him. I got a little too close to Rudy. But that's all I got. You notice
Nostrils.
that's the Christmas humbug. And these are his nose drops. You notice how his nose hairs are back combed. Men don't go bald. I wanted to tell Phil that.
That's good to know.
No, they don't go bald. It just goes underground and comes out their ears and nose and chest. This is Christmas wrap up at Apex Mountain.
Christmas wrap.
Christmas wrap up.
You can see the Christmas wrap there. I think he's got one of those patriotic beds too. This is a scene of Paris, O Tannenbaum.
Okay.
You notice the Christmas eaves.
Oh.
Notice the detail. Oh, this is coming apart. This is Christmas mints.
Died down, yeah.
There isn't Christmas a gas. This is waxing eloquent at Christmas. Don't put your candle there on the fireplace. Doesn't work. I had trouble figuring out what to call this, and I called Bill Hibbert, and he said, just call it White Christmas.
Like Christmas.
That's where I get my Chinese food.
Very wrong.
This is how the Trudeaus always say Merry Christmas. You know Justin Trudeau?
No.
This is Christmas in Alberta.
Yeah, no
Wild
oil.
signal where I'm dreaming of a black Christmas.
Yeah. No oil. That's good.
These are actually 60 years old.
Can't see that one.
This is the how cold it was on the night that Jesus was born. 3 degrees below zero. Some of the
BAMATHD.
Yeah. That's cute.
my dad told me what he said.
You need
Oh, you getting all those degrees? He said you got a BS. You know what that is, and you know what an MS is. That's more of the same. And you know what a PhD is, piled higher and deeper. This is while shepherds wash their socks by night.
These are from Sunday school class.
Yeah, these are from my Sunday school class. They
Kids.
figured it out.
Kids did them. Not that.
This is the cotton that Joseph put in his ear when that dumb drummer boy got there.
Miriam doesn't like that song,
I
so she
don't.
can relate.
I do not like that song.
Brum, brum, brum.
Yeah,
We're singing that
well,
in fire now.
We're singing
Yeah.
that in fire
But
right
it's
now.
short
Rum,
version.
rum,
I know,
rum.
but it's a short one.
Yeah, it's short. It's
This
fine.
is the Star of the East that came and stood over where the young child lay. And this is the song in the air. That's why they couldn't find the wise men from Ottawa. You couldn't find 3 wise guys from Ottawa.
And they still can't.
They didn't come from them. Or Washington, D.C.
That was the kids.
One of my children said, Claude, you got to get all the things right now. It says that they came and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in the manger. I had trouble getting them all in the manger. And, you know, the Bible says, this shall be a sign unto you. So they had a sign right outside the manger.
This is
This
it.
is
This is it. And this is what wives usually tell their husbands. Joe, I told you you should have phoned ahead for a reservation. And this is the last one here. This is, just think of it. God Almighty came down to earth, and in a few months he was a refugee. Talk about refugees
Yeah.
flying into Egypt. And this is their flight into Egypt. Mary and Joseph and the babe. And this is Pontius the Pilate. And this is Herod the ground spoiler. This is the angel sweetly singing o'er the plains.
Very good, Ron.
Thank you. I'm absolutely amazed that you've hung on to that for all these years.
Oh, yeah, I don't let them throw it away.
Yeah,
In my house, it was long gone.
Yeah.
it's been stored. I had a difficult year. My wife passed, and she was the best thing that ever happened to me. And it was the worst thing when she left. But I thought this was going to be one of my hardest Christmases all along. And then I thought this is going to be her best Christmas, because she's going to be with Jesus and all her loved ones. At least when Jesus came, we know what God is like. Jesus was the best picture God ever had took. And we know he loves us all, and he lives with us each day. And when it's our time, we will go and live with him forever. And it's good to have good friends and good neighbors. And sure is good to have a good church, isn't it?
Mhm.
And a good pastor and a good choir.
Mhm.
Well, there aren't many choirs around anymore. And it's good to have a good pianist that keeps us somewhat in tune. But I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it's just, if you want to buy any of my paintings, they're down in the tumbleweed room next to Joe's.
Thanks.